Hi guys, we have started a awesome new mentor program on Zombians, and I'm Pryanka, and I'm gonna lead you through video versions of all of the tutorials we have up, just in case you're kind of stuck on something. It'll work as a good resource or a good guide to just look at if you're stuck on a step. You can just scribble over to that step and see what I did. I've already done the first three actual tutorials for my own program, but I'm going to go through from step one, use the same renders, but just kind of redo it to show you what I did. So let me just open up the links. So if you go here, the first tutorial in the introduction section is very basic. It's an intro to basic tools. I will credit the DeviantArt link. Actually, I'm not even sure if I should be making this video tutorial right now. If someone wants me to take it off, I will be more than happy to. I'm very sorry. But it's this tutorial. I'll just briefly show you what it does, and then I'm going to just work on it on my own. I don't want to keep referencing back to their work. So open up Photoshop right there. I love this splash screen. It's so fun. My favorite part about all the various versions of Photoshop has been looking at like the splash screen evolve. Gonna open up a new document, Control N, or File New. Since I'm assuming you guys are complete beginners to Photoshop, I will walk through all the basics. I'm gonna make a signature sized 400 by 150. I could even make it a little smaller, but nowadays a little bigger tags are kind of in, so this is a tag. I didn't change any other settings, so there's a white background, and the layer there is locked, so you can't really look, if you press that tool and try to brush on it, it won't really work. Will it work? It will work, but you can't move it around because it's locked. So we're gonna press this right there, create a new layer, and oh gosh, I had a render for this that I have to find again. You're gonna download a render or an anime and a stock or something. I'm gonna go on my favorite, Planet Renders. I've been using this since like the site opened. I'm not even kidding. Okay, let's see. Actually, I kind of want like a stock image instead. So I might go to sxc.hu, which is the stock exchange, and I will pick a stock. I'm going to randomize it because I want to. Okay, let's try to find something with a bit of a background and that has a focal point. If I was like actually making this legit, I'd probably have Lil Wayne, like thing, a Lil Wayne what's it called? A picture of him, and I'd use that because I like Lil Wayne. But for now, okay, take this picture of a vintage lamp. Oh wow, it's a really big picture. I'm gonna right click it, save image as. Dude, I don't know where it went. What happened? Where is my image? Okay, save image as gilded something because it was like kind of gilded. I'm gonna put it on the desktop, and then I'm gonna take it and drag it to Photoshop, and it'll paste into that layer on its own layer. See layer 1. Gonna take this and I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. So just click and hold shift down. So if you hold shift, it constrains the proportions, you'll see. Do that, make it a little bigger. So now we have our image right here, right? This is my image. Actually, I kind of want it, it's a bit blurry in the middle now, huh? Alright, well, there it is. Okay, now I'm gonna take it and press Control plus J. That duplicates the layer. Other ways of duplicating would be to click on that layer, drag it down to the new layer little option, and there we go, we get the gilded copy. Or you can right click that layer and you can usually duplicate it somewhere within there. No? Yeah, duplicate layer right there. So many different ways, wow, that sounded so Indian, different ways. And with this duplicated layer, we're gonna go to Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal, and then I'm gonna take this right here And I don't want all of this white space, so I'm gonna click and drag with that tool and just press delete. Oh okay, so what happens is I pasted this as a smart object. For now, if that happens to you, just right click it and press rasterize and then delete it. Okay, so what that did is it got rid of all that white background. Okay, sorry about that. So we have deleted all of that white background, but you see kind of like that weird area where it's not like overlapping nicely. I'm going to use the magic wand tool, make the tolerance relatively high, and just click once there and press delete. And that got rid of all of the white space in this background. So if you move it around, like you'll see, I can overlap it. It's a little pixelated here, but no one's really going to notice. So I'm going to use the Z button on my keyboard, or Z, or the zoom tool, to just zoom out a bit. So it's not centered, right? So I'm going to take both these layers. So click on one, hold down Shift, and click on the other. That selects both the layers, and I'm going to move it over so that I have this middle meeting point in the center. Okay, there we go. Now, actually, do I want it in the center? Yeah, I do. And then I'm going to take the gilded copy that we have, and I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. That made that black and white. Then I'm going to go to the original gilded image, and I'm going to go to, again, Image, Adjustments. Why you no work? Oh, I didn't rasterize it. Haha. Okay, go to Image, Adjustments, Hue, Saturation. And this is an adjustment layer. I love them. You really can bring out the beauty in a tag. So see, this is like overly saturating it. So I'm going to make it a bit more saturated, kind of like rich looking. My mom has like Indian music playing on Pandora in the background, and I'm trying really hard not to jam to it. I'm going to also move that copy above. Oh, wait, I can't do that. I can then use the magic wand and just delete the white space there as well. So we have this like weird looking intersection thing. We'll try to mask that with brushes later. Yeah, we will do that. Okay, so now we have this, and what else do I want to do? I'm gonna experiment with it and play around. I mean, like, I'm doing this as I go, so it's all like guess and check and experimentation. I'm gonna move it around and see if it looks any cooler when it's off to the side like that. You know, I think it does, because then you get this cool work there. So we'll do that, right? Right. Now we're gonna go. Okay, so now that we've done that, I want to get rid of this these white pixels there. So to do that, we're gonna click on that layer, the gilded layer with the colored piece of vase, and I'm gonna go to Select, Modify, Feather, no, Contract, and I'm gonna contract this by 2 pixels. And what this did is it brought my selection in by 2 pixels. Then I'm gonna invert the selection. Or no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the eraser tool, and I'm going to select, make sure it's a big, I'm going to use a hard brush. Doesn't have to be that big. I'm going to make sure it's on 100% opacity, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete. Oh, oops, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and delete this there. Okay. So Control D, and now you'll see it is a much cleaner selection. Now I'm going to take that black and white layer we have, and I'm going to move it this way a bit so everything's masked. And we have like a nice smooth curve here, right? Okay, so that's that. Gonna write some text on it. Okay, now I'm going to do the text and the border, and we'll be done. I'm gonna, let's see, keep it really simple here, right? I'm gonna type out the word gilded, since that's what we called it, right? And I'm going to use a very basic sans serif font. I usually use Myriad Pro for this, but I don't know if I have that installed here. But for the purpose of the tutorial, anything really should work. And I'm going to make it like size 30. Okay, and then you can't really see it because it's white. So highlight the text, click that eyedropper tool, and pick like one of the light gold colors from the vase. And we have that. And I think I want it italicized, so I'm going to press the text box button. I'm going to open up this folder of text options, and I'm going to italicize it. And I'm going to make it bolder. And I'm going to make it smaller. Right? And I want it to kind of... Okay, I'm not going to be too fancy with this text. It's fine, right? We're going to put it down there because I think it looks cool there. And I'm going to right-click it, go to blending options, click on... don't overdo the blending options ever. I'm just warning you. I'm going to click on drop shadow, and I'm going to make the distance 0 and leave the spread and size normal. Okay. That just makes it stand out a little bit more than it was before. I'm going to make it overlap a bit so you can see the drop shadow on the end. And then I'm going to go to the zoom tool, go to actual pixel size, and there we go. The text stands out nicely. You could do other stuff to it. You could add in brushes, but I think it's fine. I'm just going to add a border now. So we make a new layer, right? We go to, we're going to select also Control plus A to make the selection over the entire piece. Then we're going to go to Edit, Stroke, and I'm going to make a 3-pixel stroke with that same yellow color that our text was. Which, no, I don't like it, so I'm going to Control and Select. And I'm going to switch over to a black color and do a 3-pixel stroke of black instead. And then I'm going to switch over to the yellow color, which I do by pressing X, or you can press this button. And then I'm going to do an edit stroke, and I'm going to make a 2-pixel yellow stroke. And then I'm going to switch to black, and I'm going to do an edit stroke and make a 1-pixel black stroke. So now it's like black border with yellow. So if I zoom in, you'll see it's like one black, yellow, black. Just a little different type of border. I'm going to go ahead and save this as gilded, or no, I'm going to save this as intro 1. Okay, and then I'm going to also save this as a PNG with the same name, intro 1. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up Imager. So IMGUR. I'm going to upload that image from the computer. I'll type in intro 1, start upload, and it's loading. La la la, loading. Oh my gosh, it's taking a while for no reason. Hold on. This should have been done in like a minute. I mean, in like 5 seconds. I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh, there. Okay. So it's right there. So you can copy the image URL and you can use it wherever you want. That's the end of the tutorial. I mean, this is a really simple thing to do, so I hope no one really got lost, as long as you can figure out the adjustment layers here. And you can kind of play around with deleting and erasing parts of the image so that when you flip it over, it looks good. That was really the whole purpose of this tutorial, so I hope that came across. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.